Okay, just move this back with this thing. There we go. We'll leave it for a second so I can get a thumbnail. I don't think that's how it works. Anyway, we're finishing this off because amazingly I didn't manage to finish it the last time I tried. We're up to page something or other. You have to guess from there. I can't remember. And what are we doing? I think I've done this. So I think I was supposed to just put this here or something. Yes, that's what I was supposed to do. I think it goes. No, it doesn't really. Oh, there we go. It clicks together like that, and I think that is the end of step number 4. So we're almost done this whole crazy thing, and I haven't. This desk is a complete mess. There's the. There was a cut the rope. That's what this character's from, right? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever that game was called, I never ever actually ever played. Ever. Gosh, this next step is confusing as anything. So this is the next step, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. I think you just have to put another layer over the whole top of this. So that one goes there, and then that doesn't look right, does it? How did I manage to get this slightly wrong? Well, we can just shift it along one. Okay. I'm sure I measured those out exactly. Alright, I think that goes there. And I think I've got the picture the wrong way around. I think I need to turn this that way. Otherwise, I'm going to get very confused. I don't need that. I'm actually already confused because I don't think I've got enough pieces. Oh no, they're over here. They're underneath this stupid thing. These are the worst breadboards ever. This is a random comment I'm going to make. Just going to throw it out there so that... hey, there it is. Jolly good. Fine. This is my got glue all over it crafter project. Which that's not going to fit, is it? That doesn't matter, but that's what I was looking for. That's the switch is supposed to go there. It did fit in the hole until I put paint everywhere. Now there's like glue and you can kind of see it, so I'm going to have to put another layer of paint. I shouldn't have used PVA glue. Thing is, these things actually fit beforehand. They were fine, they were super snug, but when I put the glue in, it wasn't. So then I had to use a bigger drill bit, and then they were too loose, and so then I put some glue in. And it doesn't look as good, but it's PVA, so it will come off. It will be fine. Everything will be fine. Nothing will be wrong. So this one goes here. It's for a game I'm building, which is almost complete, and I just haven't quite finished it. And I really want to finish it so I can show people before the end of the school term, which is only a few days away. So I have to finish. Most of it's mechanically constructed. In fact, the last bit, I've actually gone and lost it. Oh dear. The last bit was around somewhere. It's gone. Well, that was good. That was hours of work wasted. So anyway, we're doing this. I think it goes there, and we're going to have another one here, and there's one more blue. We've just got these things left. Here it is, and that one does go, I assume, across that part there. And these are the last 2 steps. They're just basically putting stickers on. So we won't put the stickers on because I can't really. Wait, this doesn't look like the picture. Oh no, it does look like the picture. So I've just got the picture back to front. Alright, turning it around again so that it looks the way that I want it to look. So I understand what I'm doing. And that one goes there. And that one goes there. Well, it's fun with the little roof bits. They have solar panels on the top. So the roof has solar panels. There's the solar panels. Well, thing fell off. And that one goes there. And so the big news is the pigeon that I mentioned in the last video. There are so many things afterwards I realised that I should have talked about because I haven't been making too many videos. The pigeons are one of them. We should put the stickers on these. The pigeon is still actually in my living room. They live in a big container at the moment, but I don't know how well they are. They're definitely pretty stuffed, to be honest, because they've got quite clearly a broken wing and probably a broken leg. So I can't really see them surviving much longer. But they are eating and they are drinking. Sort of. They weren't so good today, but they seem okay. I don't know. I have a plan. I've got like these shopping trolleys. This really old, falling apart. It's quite rusted, and nobody wants a shopping trolley that I picked up off the road. And I'm going to turn that upside down and add a little bit extra and turn that into an outside enclosure for the pigeon. Because I keep thinking, well, I guess I could dump them somewhere, but they're not going to survive anywhere. I don't think they have any ability. So if they do eat and they do have a will to live, then the only place they'll survive is if they just stay and be fed every day and just have a little wander around a bit. Like I think they can hop a little bit. Like I think once their bones, their heals, the pain goes away, they might be a bit more mobile. But they're not going to fly again, and they're not going to do anything. So I don't know what the point is. But I figure, like, well, they can just be sad and die of hunger or something, or they could be left out in the wild and be eaten by a cat. I don't know which is what they're going to be. So it's all a bit sad, but I don't know. They'd almost certainly be dead by now if I'd left them where they were. So they've got an extra day, and it's a nice food, and they seem pretty happy with some of the things I gave them. They're mainly eating birdseed at the moment. I was like, stop going to give them cookies. You're kind of like, well, pigeons, they eat anything. So you don't have to really care about what you feed them, because they just eat whatever they want. But they don't really eat anything. They don't eat fruit very easily. Like I tried to give them some apple because I thought, well, that's got moisture in it. And but the good thing about pigeons is that they seem pretty good at drinking water without having to do any strange, not like ducks, you have to like chug their heads back to get the water down. So they are actually drinking out of a little container that I have. What was the last one? I think there were supposed to be. Here's three. So we did the last one. Well, we've got to do before we finish this off. So yeah, maybe the pigeon will get good enough to hop around and fly a bit. And if they can fly a bit, then I'll drop them off at the park. But if they can't, like, it's not much work to look after them. You just give them some food every day, and it's better than nothing. But yeah, I did realise, actually I could use the shopping trolley as a reasonably large enclosure. And in fact, I've got two. One of them I'm supposed to return. I just wanted to finish cleaning it up because it's been in the swamp for a while. But I'm not going to get around it. And there's two more in the swamp where that one was. So I could go pick up those and use those. I thought if I put those two together and put some mesh in between, that's quite a big area for the pigeon to hop around in, and they'll be safe from the neighbour's cat, who was sitting in my garden today. So they are an existential threat to the pigeon. So anyway, those go. We'll just put those here, and we'll have a quick look. And you might be like, well, this is pretty boring. You need to have something to... That's not how hay gets stacked together. That's the front of it, and that's all you get. That's okay. For the price, it's fine. And all right. So anyway, enough about pigeons. We've got these things to do. So I've got some more of these. Though they've run out at the shop. Though one of them might have been this one. Not those ones. I think I got 5, 6. This one here. I got this one at the supermarket, but I didn't get it because I went to. I spent enough money to get one, but then they didn't have any. Surprise! They've run out. But this was sitting in the gutter outside. I don't know how it got there, because it looked like it had been dropped that day. But this is like they seem to have run out several days ago. So I don't know what the story was, but it's there, and it was all pretty good condition, so I stole it from the gutter and looked like a pretty weird person. So let's just do these and see what we can populate. Because I don't know where I put the rest of them. Oh, there's 2 more over here too. Yay. Alright, let's do this quick. There won't be any pigeons. Pigeons aren't farm animals. Well, they probably, I guess they are. So we've got another goat. A greatest something of all time, or whatever that stands for. Yeah, so how can you not know what that stands for? Because I don't pay. I listen and then I forget. And then this goes here, and it's also a kind of a dumb thing. Oh, it's something different. So we had goats last time, didn't I? This is my second goat. So I'm quite chuffed about the second goat. And now we've got some lettuce, and this one's actually quite exciting. So I like getting lettuce. I tried growing lettuce. I did grow a bit of lettuce, and that wasn't too bad, but they get eaten by snails, and I'm not very good at trying to get rid of snails, except picking them up and taking them other places. So I can't really be bothered growing lettuce. But these look pretty cool. I could just say that they were cabbages, and it wouldn't make any difference. There we go. Though I do clearly know the difference between a cabbage and a lettuce. Though when I was younger, I did not. And one time my mum said, you have to go buy some either lettuce or cabbage, and don't get them mixed up. And I'm like, I'm not going to get them mixed up. I know the difference. And I promptly went and got the wrong one. But nowadays I eat cabbage all the time, so I know the difference. But next one, is it going to be another cabbage? Because you could have quite a few cabbages. It's corn again. So we've already had corn before. Though I guess you call it maize, don't you? The plant's not called corn. It's the corn's the bit that comes off it. So I think I've missed my chance. I think I'm supposed to have planted my corn for this year a bit earlier. I should go double check, but it's probably too late, and I'll probably fail like last year, and annoyingly, because it makes no sense. How can you fail at growing corn? Anyway, next up we've got tomatoes again, so more tomatoes. I feel like I probably shouldn't put these in because they're probably hard to get out, and they are, so I'm not going to put any more of those in. We'll just leave them in their bucket just in case they come in useful. Tomatoes. I don't think it's going to focus, darn it. Karaka, wow, there we go. That's the name of a place in New Zealand. So next up we have carrots. I think we had carrots last time, so we can put the carrots in because the carrots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the rest of these aren't so exciting. So the goat was my highlight. That's the one I think I got out of the gutter. So that's good. That can go there, and we're almost finished. Probably the last ones I'm going to have. This one is something different. It's some products. It's dairy products. I don't actually eat dairy, so but I have eaten all of these products as a younger person, so that's right. So these are supposed to, I'm going to put the stickers on these because it makes no sense. This is supposed to be the increasingly expensive cheese. Right. Well, okay. Well, this one has to be the milk. Whatever I say is going to sound odd to other people overseas. Apparently, saying milk is a strange thing in New Zealand. So I'm going to guess this is meant to be the butter. Well, we'll do this dairy product first. So that one goes around there. It's quite clever. There's the other major supermarket chain in New Zealand. Well, has sometimes they have like a mini supermarket product collectible thing, which is just the strangest thing. I don't know why that's ever popular, but kids buy it, and so they're ripping it off and they're doing their own one. But I assume they get the same companies. So I think that goes like, oh, I did it wrong. Oh no. Is it too late to fix it? I don't think it is. Alright, we can't spend all day doing this. We'll just finish off the butter and then we'll entirely forget about the cheese. Because apparently it is very expensive at the moment. I wouldn't actually know what the correct price is for cheese because I haven't bought it for a long time. There you go. So that would be the tasty cheese. And next up is something at the end that's different. It looks like the. Oh, this one looks interesting. Not that they aren't all fascinating, though I managed to rip this thing. It's a water trough, so that's good for the goat. How do we make this water trough? We just stick the tap, which is a non-Lego style piece. And in fact, I think this flower piece is a bit different. It looks like a flower piece, but it's not a flower piece. But it's being not even used as a flower piece. It's being used as a tap. And the tap is a non-Lego style. Sorry for yawning. I feel like that's probably because there's some kind of copyright or patent on the newer style. Like a tap is probably a bit too new, in that they can only really just rip off the basic bricks and some of the basic pieces. So this roof piece isn't a standard roof piece, but this crate is. I'm pretty sure that you can get this as an actual Lego crate. No, but actually no, the Lego one doesn't look like this. Okay, so that's probably fine. Next we've got, it's the last one, and the last one is, we've had it before, but it was quite cool. This is an orange tree. Did I have the orange tree? I don't think I did have an orange tree. There was some kind of bush. I have a mandarin tree, which is pretty much an orange tree. And it's a bit not in the best shape. Well, it's okay, but I feel like I could have looked after it better, and it could have been bigger than it is now. But I think I should just start trimming it back a bit and letting it grow again in a bit more sensible ways. Stop it from spreading out so much. There we go. There's the orange tree, mandarin tree. Having studied German, I'm all like, oh, there's so many different, like, you have different, like, words all over the place for different cases and stuff. And, like, when you say if you're the subject or the object and blah, blah, blah. And then in English you do this too with some things. Like you say I, or you say me, and you say I if you're the subject, and you say me if you're the object. And it's like, wow, what's the point? You don't need to do that. You could just say me for everything. Me goes to the shop, or me like me, and so on and so on. You don't have to say I like me. You can just say me all the time. So we get to really optimize. You start thinking about how you could just optimize the language and just get rid of all these silly extra words you don't really need. These holdovers from times when the language was different. So that is everything finished. It's all done. Because you do this with you, right? You say you like you. So, you's just turned into one word. So you might as well just do it with I and me. It's like, just get it over and done with. Just rip that bandage off and move on with life. So, or you could say I, but I don't think it sounds as good if you just say I in both cases. So, there we go. And you do say it sometimes too, like people, I say me and you, when sometimes it should be you and I, and sometimes though it should be you and me, again, whether or not it's the subject or the object. But, I sometimes say you and me went to the shop, and it's like, that sounds fine now, because everybody says it, who cares? Who cares? Grammar people do, but it doesn't really matter. So now we've finished that. The tomatoes fell out. There's nothing else to say. This took way too long because I rambled on about everything and talked about pigeons, who I have to go check up on and see if they need a bit of extra liquid squirted into their face. And that's all. So have a good night. And I think I've run out of these. There's none left. They're all gone. It's all done. Everything has been done. Bye.